dazzling facility located here in the heart of Atlanta, Georgia. Welcome inside Mercedes-Benz Stadium. The season's still just getting started. We're off in week 3. Kickoff taken at the 3. And he gets up beyond the 20, but they plant him a few inches into the ground to end that return. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. A counter give here to Pacheco. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Has him on the quick hitter. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They got 24 yards on the play. And it'll be first down, Kansas City. New set of downs for him from the 46. A first down carry for Pacheco. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Hits his tight end on the corner route. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 33-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Second down run by Pacheco. And he will get this to the end zone for a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get it out of the way, big time.
That one right down the middle. And the Chiefs will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Butker on now to kick this one away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
60 by 6. 60
They
by
motion the tight end over. Penix to the air to start us off. And the connection not quite there yet on his opening throw of the game. Couldn't find Kyle Pitts on that throw. So 2nd down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down.
Bronco 80.
Here's Penix to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and you couldn't do it.
A very productive play from the rookie QB out of Washington. That gets them a 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Leo Chanel able to bring him down. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Penix here from the gun. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Able to hit Robinson, complete. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. It's a gain of 12 there. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down. Penix working from the gun. Finds his target, Robinson. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Falcons will have a 1st.
Something out of nothing, Kate. That may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Now their opening drive certainly going according to plan, Brock. It's a new set of downs at the 27. 1st and 10, a run to Robinson. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Pass is caught at the 9. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal. From the red zone now. Got a man. Robinson has it. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
And the defense was all over that throw, able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
Still set up at the 9. It's 2nd and goal.
Cowboy 80. Here we go. Here we go.
From the shotgun, Penix. This one's caught. And he drives this forward to the 6. So before they can set up for another play, we've hit the end of the 1st quarter. Neither side separating much so far. Welcome back. Time for our second quarter. The Falcons with a chance to score. Now Penix on 3rd and goal. And that's complete in the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons finish off their opening drive. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. Younghoe Koo on for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Falcons start off well to tie things 7-7. The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. Brown with a return here. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35.
At their own 34-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34.
57 color.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, this is a time where offensively you got to regroup. You got to get in that huddle. You know, quarterback is the most important leadership position. Everyone's looking at you. And as a QB, after taking a sack like that, you got to flush it, instill some confidence, and move this ball forward.
First time this game they've looked to him. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Here's a loft deep down the middle. And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. So march it forward after they accept the penalty. So after the penalty yardage marked off, here's 1st and 10. They'll run here following the penalty. Hits a seam at the 40. Down the sideline to the 45. And he's finally brought down at the 33. They get 38 out of the play. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down.
Best run games in this league at balance. Can run it inside, and as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And his charge towards the line, that's right around 3 yards.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Handoff headed left to Brown. And it's a really nice gain on the reverse. That call came at the perfect time. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st. Running up the middle, Pacheco. And he got what he could there, only to the 14. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. It's Pacheco again. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, they were hoping to get outside and meet those guys at the 2nd level. Well, someone from the 2nd level came to beat him on his turf. And that meeting didn't go so well.
3rd down, it's Mahomes. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Up and good from Blankenship. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Butker on now to kick this one away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchpad. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Go!
Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. Juke the defender. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. 1st down, and they go right back to him. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. They get an even 10 on that play. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down.
I don't know, Kate. I didn't think he had it, but that back did. He knew exactly where he had to get for the 1st down. Pops up right away and signals 1st down.
Here we go, set.
They go play action. Here's Penix. It's into the hands of Mooney. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a pickup of 26. And the Falcons will have a 1st.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Jukes out a 1-stop. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Escapes the pocket. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, well, they got real sticky, stayed tight, and forced the throw away.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
18 Rattler. Get it. 70 Razor, 70 Razor. 19 Lion. Ready.
2nd and 10. Penix to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play. In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. Brown with a return here. A little revenge there from the coverage team after they gave up a pretty nice return.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, 15. All right.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here. This is brought in at the 15. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs get some late points and the lead. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. Extra point by Butker is up and good. And the Chiefs break that tie and now lead by 7.
Falcons 10. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Butker on now to kick this one away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback.
They're on the 30-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
70 Lions. Set. Ready.
Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. They're working a couple of yards past the line. Trent McDuffie getting there for the stop. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Brings us 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Huh.
From the 32. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It goes as a pickup of 37 yards. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down.
At the 32-yard line.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Go.
Here's Penix. Diving right side, got it! The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Set go.
Penix now to throw. Escapes out to the left. Dumped off to his running back. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket. It really does become, well, the schoolyard. And you got to scramble around. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
Trap 60. Trap 60. Ready. Ready. Warrior 70. Get up.
And again, it's Penix. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. Nick Bolton has it. And the Chiefs get the football back with minimal time to go in our half.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
And he has a decent gain on what's going to be the final play of the half.
That's the end of the first.
We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Butker on now to kick this one away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
60 Bison. Go.
Play action. Here's Penix. That one's cut along the left sideline. And they'll have it a little shy of the 40 as he goes out. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Running left is Robinson. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Second and 10. At the Chiefs' 41-yard line.
To the air with Penix. Finds him on the slant. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And the Falcons will have a first.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Cougar 19.
Penix on first down. Pass caught, 9-yard line. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. They get 19, and now they're going to have first and goal. Here's Robinson, and he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Second and goal coming up from the 7.
Come on, set. Ready.
Penix. He's on the move. That one's incomplete in the end zone. Took his shot at 6 that time. And now they're left with third and goal.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
From the gun on third down. And they will score. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Koo on now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Falcons make it 17-all. The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. Fielded at the 7. He's stopped on the return at the 27. They're out and set, first and 10. Run from Pacheco to start the half. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Off the play fake, it's Mahomes. And there's a man there, it's intercepted. And the Falcons get the football as he makes his third interception of this season. Wow, this has been a great game so far, Brock. A hard-fought first half, but they're really offering an edge to their opponent here by throwing a pick on their opening drive.
And now we'll get to see if they can capitalize that and pull ahead. They've already got the ball once this half. You know that they're loose, and now they get it back just one snap later.
On first down, here's Penix. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Throwing now off play action. Caught, nice game left side. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
Penix now on first down. Flush down now to his left. This one's caught. And for the moment, that's going to be a touchdown. Whether it will stand, though, well, that depends on the call on this flag. Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
Let's go. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Penix here from the gun. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And this is down all the way to the 3. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have first and goal.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense. I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Here we go.
Here's Penix to throw. Got a man. Robinson had hit behind the line, and the ball is loose. And this is picked up by the Chiefs. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
You know, Kate, that's a stop they're going to use as teaching tape for an entire season. Heck, the offseason. Back pressed against their own end zone, making an impact play no one expected to force a fumble. His effort directly kept points off the scoreboard. It's that type of effort that coaches want to see from everyone on the field. They say about great outfielders in baseball, there's just something to them. They've got a knack, a feel, and instinct to take the right line, the right angle. For safeties to create tackles for loss in the run game, it's the exact same attribute and skill set. Got to take that right angle and then go finish that runner.
All right, here we go. Second down.
Yellow.
Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes. Now we'll try one deep down the right sideline. Really pushing the envelope on second down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
I'm just going to say maybe not the guy you want to pick on in coverage on this particular series. Gets a hand on that throw and knocks it away. The next time, well, he could get two hands on it and take it the other way.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
Yellow. 15.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Complete beyond the marker. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up second and 10. That's the end of the third on Sunday night.
The score, all time.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
Right. Hold on these two. Hey, 57 colors. Right side.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. The Falcons getting close, and they take him down. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
This is one of those many moments where I'm really thankful I'm in the booth and not on the field. Because in my day, defensive tackles couldn't run like that. This is not a statuesque QB. This guy can run. And it wasn't the linebacker or DB that chased him down. It was a big old D tackle. Tip of the cap to you, my big man.
Fits it through the middle. And they can't chop to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
Hold on these two.
Pacheco on the toss right side. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on second down.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
from the 26 on second down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it first and goal.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They'll run Pacheco, and he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
I know they say it any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support, and not many corners can make that stop.
Here's Mahomes. He's got him. That's Pacheco. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. So now, here's third and goal.
Yellow.
Looking to throw. A lot of guys there, and it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to have it after his second interception of the season. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a one-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now. They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, and throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
The big play nets him 17 yards. And it's good for an Atlanta first down. They go play action. Here's Penix. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted by a man, and now he's in the clear. And the Chiefs will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Pacheco gets it from the gun. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
And the coverage just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
He'll throw it. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. The tip definitely broke up that throw. And that brings up 4th and long. Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And late in the 4th, they have grabbed the lead.
Well, I tell you what, you get to this time of the game, you've got to have that reliable kicker on the sideline to turn things over to. That's the definition of clutch right there as they take the lead.
Harrison Butker to kick off 4 Kansas City.
Butker on now to kick this one away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
19, Tiger, 19.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Finds a seam down the middle. All the way, that's an Atlanta touchdown! The efficient as an offense can be. One play, 70 yards, and 6 points, Brock. They can save the rest of the plays they had prepared for their next series.
Rest of the plays? Why even call a different one? I mean, that one hit the sweet spot on the barrel and got out of the yard in a hurry. Perfect call to catch him sleeping to start that drive.
The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. Brown with a return here. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. It gives it Pacheco to start the drive. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Now before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the second one used by the defense in this half. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Mahomes. This could decide things. It's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
You know, Kate, once you've thrown a couple picks, it's easy to become check down Charlie, right? Just throw it underneath and not take any more risk because you don't want to throw what he just did, his 3rd interception of the game. It's time to protect the football at all costs. And if not, well, that backup better get ready.
Markers reset, ball at the 37.
Here we go, set. 19 Lions.
From the gun, it's Robinson. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4. So rather than let the 2-minute warning hit, the defense burns the first of its timeouts.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 + 4 + 4 equals a 1st down.
Penix working from the gun. Looking for the end zone and a deep shot. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up. They're looking to throw. That one's caught along the left sideline. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. Reaches the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. Koo with the extra point. And the Falcons drive their lead to 11. The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. Brown with a return here. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Yellow.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. He goes to a knee as time winds down in this one. They drop to a knee, and what little time we have left here is going to tick down. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. He goes to a knee as time winds down in this one. So the Falcons earn the win in this one. And they carried some of that winning football from last game in.
I said, okay, loser. We go way back, I won't say okay, boomer. Sweet, I brush my teeth, but still my tooth hurt. You cannot come to the cookout, get your hand up.